Okay, I made it to my destination in Laredo. I just made the delivery myself, and
You're gonna move forward onto the vacuum from the trailer is to the circle there.
details, right? He won't walk back. Okay, we got all that craziness taken care of. They want you to take pictures and unhook things and hook things and whatever. And now, after we did all that, we have to go to another dock door, and they have to pretend that they're going to count all these Bridgestone tires. Right? They're not going to. They're just going to sign the paperwork, and then I'm going to get out of here. And I'm glad I came all the way over here. It's less of a hassle. This way, the whole thing is dropped, and then I can go ahead and run back over to the terminal and grab another load real quick and move on to moving on. So yeah, it's been a long trip. It's been exactly 2,500 miles. So at this job, 2,500 miles on Thursday morning, I wish I could go home. But unfortunately, first of all, I don't want to go home. Secondly, it's just not enough miles. You need 3,000 miles on this job, which is really crazy. I've never had a job like this where to make your base salary, you got to go 3,000 miles. I've never been one of those guys that wants to get 4 billion miles a week or whatever the hell they're trying to own the highway or whatever it is. But unfortunately, because of the vacations and this and that, and I got bills, unfortunately. I hate bills, so I want to hurry up and get rid of them as quickly as possible. So you hurry up and get rid of them as fast as possible. You don't have to worry about them anymore. So I like to keep my worries in the very short term, 2 weeks, right? 2 weeks. Let's get this out here for 2 weeks. Let's get everything paid up and get ahead. And, let's just do it, because the longer you have bills, the worse it's going to be for you. Everybody knows that, because they just nag on. And the next thing you know, you're paying 30% interest, for a vacation. And you're like, man, I didn't think it was going to be that expensive. $5,000 vacation, all of a sudden is $15,000. And you're eating ramen noodles. That's not cool, right? So yeah, what we do here is we just go into the dock with the door open, and the lady pretends that she sees tires. It's the craziest thing in the world, but it is what they do. Nicest young man there, right? He just signed the paperwork saying, yeah, I think there's tires in here. Who the hell's going to climb over literally 8 feet tall tires? You know what I mean? Like, who's going to climb in there to count? Is there 364 tires? Or is there 10? We need to find this out. Yeah, right, sure. First of all, they had 16 seals on the goddamn trailer. Oh, you know what? There aren't any parking spots for trailers. I guess that's one of the detriments of coming real early in the morning, is that they haven't come to pick up the product to go to Mexico yet, you know what I mean? But I will tell you, it's an absolutely gorgeous morning. Absolutely beautiful. And it's one of the things that we get to see. Not very many people get to see wonderful things in the mornings. They're so busy going to their fucked up job, right? I don't think I could ever go back, right? Can you ever go back to getting on the damn train with a whole bunch of crazy people and 2 transfers from a bus, and how do I get to work? Or if you're crazy enough to drive to work, the traffic or whatever. Lord knows I can't even stand it when I'm stuck for a little bit of time, They just ask you to drop it in one of these empty doors or empty spots in the yard, and that's really it. with impatience,
a new important message has arrived.
with impatience, you know, even just drop and hook stuff, which took about 15 minutes, you think it's a lot of time, but we all know we hate being live unloaded, that's for sure. So luckily on this job, there's a lot of the time you just dropping the trailer. That's what this week's work was. Pick up the load in Laredo in the yard, drive it to the place, drop it, pick up an empty, go to another place, drop it, pick up the loaded one, come back to Laredo, drop it. That's the best we can hope for, right, Goes? Right? I mean, and that's the best we can hope for in this crazy ass job, I'll tell you that much. Let's see how it works. Since we all have that automatic fifth wheel unhook thing, what I like to do on heavy loads like this is pull away a little bit like that. You're past the hooks there. And then we have that airbags. Just let that drop because you don't need all that. You know, you don't need all that trouble. Bang, bang, bang. This way you have a second, and they have sent me a load. Don't you just hate these Qualcomms? Let's see. So I got a pre-plan right here coming up, and he picks up here, I think right down the street actually, if I had an empty. And it goes all the way to Pleasant Prairie, Wisconsin, 1,400 miles. I asked him for a load, and let's see, that's a drop too, you know. I remember that place. And it's due on the 21st. I don't know what day that is. But so far so good, right? Awesome.